Service everyone. You know, Fingerhakeln or finger wrestling is a sport that's all about intense strength and even more intense tradition. But lately, I've been seeing one question pop up in the comments more than any other. Is this sport actually safe? And you know what? It's a totally fair question. To the untrained eye, it probably looks like we're trying to pull each other's joints right out of their sockets. So today, we're going to dive deep into the science of the pull. We'll cover safety, proper technique, and exactly how we prevent those common injuries. So let's start with the biggest concern of them all. All right, first things first, let's talk about the elephant in the room, trigger finger. I'm telling you, it's the #1 concern people have when they see this sport for the first time. So what even is trigger finger? Well, the fancy medical term is stenosing tenosynovitis. But what it really means is that the little tunnel your tendon slides through gets inflamed or thickens up. And that's what causes that painful catching or locking feeling in your finger. Now, in finger wrestling, we are putting a massive amount of tension on a single digit, so you can definitely see why this is a concern. Okay, so here is the crucial point. If you just walk off the street and try to pull with 100% force, yeah, you are absolutely asking for trouble. But for a seasoned fingerhackler, it's all about something we call conditioned resistance. See, our tendons and our pulleys, they aren't just born this way. Nope, they are built, literally built, over years and years of very specific training to handle this exact kind of stress. Now, that conditioning is absolutely critical, but it's only one piece of the safety puzzle. Let's talk about our first line of defense, the equipment itself, specifically the leather Riemen. You know, one thing people forget is the Riemen, that leather ring. It's not just a tool to connect us, it's actually a purpose-built safety device. A proper official ring is about 6 to 8 millimeters thick, and it's made of some really heavy-duty leather. Now, why is that specific thickness so important? Well, think about it like this. What if we used a thin wire or maybe a hard plastic ring? All that pressure would be concentrated on one tiny little surface area. That would almost certainly crush the tissue or damage the tendon. The force just needs a place to go. And this is where the design is just brilliant. The thick leather has a little bit of give. It distributes that massive pulling force across the entire second joint of the finger. And this distribution, that is the absolute key. It moves the stress away from the delicate tips and puts it right onto the strongest part of the bone and tendon structure. So we've got conditioned tendons and we've got specialized equipment. But the final piece of the safety puzzle, and maybe the most important, is technique. This is where the real skill comes in. This is the one concept that really separates beginners from the pros. You have to understand, in professional Bavarian competition, the finger is essentially just a hook. That's it. It stays static. All the power, every single bit of it, comes from your legs, your core, and your back. The finger itself doesn't actually do the pulling. See, beginners, they try to flick or pull with just their hand and arm. That is a direct path to getting injured. But if you watch a professional, you'll notice their finger is locked, like a piece of steel. They engage the forearm, plant their feet, and then use their entire body weight to pull the opponent across the table. By keeping that finger in that locked, neutral position, you completely prevent the dangerous snapping motion that is the primary cause of tendon tears in this sport. It's all about stability, not brute finger strength. All of this, the equipment and the technique, it all relies on a solid foundation of smart training and recovery. We don't just show up to the table and start pulling. I mean, just like any other athlete, we warm up, we do specific isometric holds and grip work because that's what gradually thickens and strengthens the tendons over time. And recovery, that's just as important. If a finger feels sticky or sore after training, we stop. Simple as that. In the old days, they'd use all these specialized salves, but today it's really about the proven methods of rest and ice. So is it 100% safe? Well, no sport is. But with the right leather, the right body mechanics, and years of conditioning, it's a lot safer than it looks. We aren't out here breaking fingers. We're testing the absolute limits of a well-conditioned human grip. So, there you have it. You gotta respect the tradition, you gotta respect the technique, and your fingers will be just fine. What other safety questions do you have? Maybe you're curious about the table height or proper arm position? Drop a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Stay strong, pull safe, and we'll see you at the table.